Request Fareed Ahmed Saib to read some of the messages of support that we've had from various other dignitaries in the United Kingdom.
Assalamu alaikum. We've had a number of messages of support from different dignitaries in the United Kingdom, and I would like to read some of them. The first I have is a message from the Deputy Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Nick Clegg, and he says, Assalamu alaikum. As you gather this weekend for your Jalsa, I wish the international Ahmadiyya Muslim community all the very best for a successful convention. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community is built on its devotion to peace, love, and greater religious understanding. Over the last 125 years, despite suffering persecution, your commitment to those values has only grown stronger. This is a powerful example to set. In the Liberal Democrats, we are dedicated to ensuring that everyone, whatever their background or circumstances, has the right to live the life they want without fear or intimidation. Together we can build the better, more peaceful world we all want. Britain's openness and diversity are two of our greatest strengths. This is why I'm proud that the international headquarters of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is now based here, and last year I met your respected leader, His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad. So let me end by thanking you for the work you do and for the contribution you make to Britain and across the world. That is from the Deputy Prime Minister. The next message we have is from the Right Honourable Eric Pickles MP, who's the Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government. He says, the government values the strong contribution of all faith communities in the UK, including the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. I'm sorry that I'll be unable to visit the convention, but I am pleased that Lord Ahmed will represent my department. I'm also very pleased to send the following message. I warmly congratulate the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association on their long-standing efforts to encourage peace by inviting people of all faiths to their annual National Peace Symposium. Their hospitality at Ramadan with the big iftar and their outstanding fundraising for the British Legion during the Poppy Appeal. Such efforts such as these help to promote an understanding of all faiths and are valuable in showing what we all have in common. I would like to send my warmest wishes to all those at the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association, and I hope that the event will be enjoyed by all attending. That's from Eric Pickles, the Secretary of State for Communities. We also have a message from the leader of the Labour Party, the Right Honourable Ed Miliband MP. And he says, this annual convention is important because it recognises the many achievements and successes of Ahmadi Muslims here in Britain. The values that the Ahmadi Muslims hold, such as commitment to peace, helping those less fortunate, and looking after the vulnerable in society, are also our One Nation values. This convention is an opportunity for us to praise the significant contributions that the British Ahmadiyya Muslims make to this country, from the economy to business and politics. Last year, the UK branch of the Ahmadiyya Muslims celebrated its centenary, marking a centenary of services to the community. In 1924, Ahmadi Muslims built London's first mosque, a mosque that still stands as a beacon of peace today. Several Labour MPs, including Seema Malhotra, Virendra Sharma and Siobhan McDonough, who is also chair of the Ahmadiyya Muslim All-Party Parliamentary Group, support you in the work you do. Particularly, the APPG gives British Ahmadi Muslims a voice to speak out about the persecution that they are faced with. The Labour Party understands the struggle for freedom that you face, and last year the Shadow Foreign Secretary, Douglas Alexander, met with His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad. I wish you every success for your convention, and may it be an inspiration for many years to come. That was from the leader of the Labour Party. We also have messages of support from the Right Honourable Jeremy Hunt, who is the Secretary of State for Health. He says, I congratulate you on reaching your 125th year. I have a long association with the community, and I know both that at a local constituency level and at a national level, the great work that you do and that your community achieves. The organization has, over the years, achieved a great deal while promoting your philosophy of love for all, hatred for none, and serving the community with its good works. Your examples of humanitarian service, peaceful advocacy, and steadfastness in the face of persecution is a model to us all. I wish everyone a happy and peaceful event and look forward to a continuing relationship with you well into the future. We've also received a message from another Member of Cabinet, the Right Honourable Chris Grayling MP, who is the Lord Chancellor and Secretary of State for Justice. He says, I send my warm greetings to the Ahmadiyya community on the occasion of the annual convention in the 125th year. I have always been impressed by the role of the Ahmadiyya community in the United Kingdom and the positive work that it does in our society. I am also proud to have worked closely with a member of the community as part of my team at the Ministry of Justice. Lord Ahmed of Wimbledon is one of the most prominent members of the community in public life in the United Kingdom, and I am delighted to see him now serving as Minister at the Department for Communities and Local Government. The philosophy of commitment and philanthropy that exists among the Ahmadiyya Muslims sets an example for all of us. The convention is a real focal point for that work and an opportunity for the community to share both the spiritual and practical experiences. Its scale is truly breathtaking. I have been proud to meet His Holiness and also to represent, as constituency MP, many important members of the Ahmadiyya community. And that is from the Right Honourable Chris Grayling, Secretary of State for Justice. We also have a message of support from Baroness Emma Nicholson, who says, I am delighted to offer my warmest good wishes and all possible support to the Ahmadiyya Muslim community for the success of this immensely important event and all that it represents. Like the Ahmadiyya Muslim community itself, the Jalsa Salana is a magnificent example of how faith can inspire the most positive contributions to society, locally, nationally, and globally. Above all, the Ahmadiyya message of peace, tolerance, and hope resonates ever more strongly in a world freshly scarred by conflict. Tragically, many of those who stand behind this message are forced to show enormous courage in the course of their daily lives. I salute them for their bravery, and we must always remember their sacrifice. I wish you all the very best for the 48th Jalsa Salana and for the years to come.
Jamaat Ahmadiyya UK, Nara Takbir.
We have a further message of support from Siobhan McDonough, Member of Parliament, who is also the chair of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Parliamentary Group. And she says, on this splendid occasion, may I once again send my thoughts and best wishes to the whole of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. I am very proud of my connection with the community and praise the contribution made by so many Ahmadi Muslims in my constituency of Mitcham and Morden. I am delighted that Europe's largest mosque is in Morden, and once again in the community's efforts in Mitcham and Morden that are beyond inspirational. The charitable efforts of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, for example, are second to none. This has been a very tough year for many Ahmadi Muslims, and there is too much intolerance at home and abroad. As chair of the parliamentary all-party group for the community, I continue to call on our government to stand up against intolerance wherever it shows itself. It is also my job to continue to advise Britain's leaders of the great work being done by Ahmadis across the world to deliver peace and understanding across religious communities. Never have the words love for all, hatred for none been more needed. Love for all, hatred for none is a mantra that we should all consider at a personal level in our work and in our relationships, but it is also one that politicians and international leaders should abide by, and the world's spiritual leaders of all religions should spread the message too. I'm delighted to have been given this opportunity to send a message, and I send my best wishes for your Jalsa Salana. I wish you all wisdom and peace in promoting your message of love for all. We also have a message from Lord Alton of Liverpool. He writes, I extend my congratulations to the Ahmadiyya Muslim community on celebrating its 125 years. I work closely with the Ahmadiyya Muslims and value the commitment your community shows to both your faith and the message of love for all, hatred for none. This message is important and it deserves recognition and adherence by all. It is inspiring to see His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad leading your community in its work for peace. I deeply respect the message of peace that His Holiness advocates. It is much both needed in the Muslim world and beyond. Such commitment to peace is evidenced by the community's peaceful actions and peaceful reactions to persecution. In this regard, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deep horror at the recent events that occurred in Gujranwala in Pakistan, where an Ahmadi lady and her 2 granddaughters were murdered. And that is from Professor Lord Alton of Liverpool. Hazur is now making his way towards the marquee, so please kindly wait for his arrival. Assalamu alaikum.